Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tommy, and welcome to episode 7. 7? Is it 7 already? Yes, it's 7 already. Of Jurassic Park Atlantis, our speed build series that first started as a tutorial for the enclosure that you can see in the middle, and then it grew into this park that just keeps growing. And I hope that I can keep on schedule. As you can hear, my voice is a little raspy again because I have been sick again. I know that last time that I was sick was like not even 2 months ago, but this one was like a proper flu. I was out for 3 days and I'm still not that well off. I managed to record this video just before, like the day before it like really hit. Like I had fevers and everything. It was just like, I was so happy that I was finally catching up with myself and with the schedule, and then this happened and I was like out for 3 or 4 days and I was not very happy about it. But as you can hear and as you can see, I'm trying to keep on schedule. There might be a video or two that we're supposed to come. Well, no, not actually. No, actually, no. I will have the content, and I hope I will not be late. This is an enclosure that I started in back in episode 5, and I didn't really have a specific way to do this. I didn't have a specific idea or a vision, so I was trying to line up the trees against the fence. I knew that I wanted to use the concrete fence because then we have another enclosure to the other side. And this enclosure is not the one that was in the title of the video. This is a surprise enclosure. It's like 2 in 1. And we'll be also doing some more guest sections. This is an enclosure for another hadrosaur because I really feel that when it comes to watery enclosures and water themed parks, we either have to have the Spinosaurus, like the Spinosaurus Suchomimus baryonyx. We already have those. If you have missed the episode with the baryonyx and Suchomimus, it was part 6 of this speed build series. And we also need all the hadrosaurs because I really do feel that they like the water, or I don't know why, or where did I get this idea from that the hadrosaurs are like watery creatures. Maybe they were. I'm gonna need to check my facts because now I'm kind of feeling ashamed that I don't know this. But yeah, I think it started in the first Jurassic Park movie where we had those Parasaurolophus near the water, like entering the lake. And when you think about it, it's actually they didn't have a lot of screen time. Like Parasaurolophus was in that movie, but it was just like for a few seconds, and it was from very far away. The Brachiosaurus was like the main star of that one. We have a Brachiosaurus too, and we did it in episode 5. We added Brachiosaurus. You can still name the Brachiosaurus. In the last episode, I wanted you guys to give me some name suggestions for the dinosaurs because I don't usually do it, but since this is a speed build series that is progressing, I want you to give me some name suggestions. So the Brachiosauruses are still free. One Triceratops is named, I think, or two. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna have to check in the. And this is the Corythosaurus. You can also name the Corythosaurus if you like to. We have the Ceratops, and we have, I think, one of the Velociraptors got named. We have some names for the dinosaurs now, and I will tell you at the end of this video when we do a live walkthrough. But I want you to keep naming them because I kind of love it. I love what you guys are coming up with, and I'm always too lazy to come up with these names, so I'll be very glad to finally have a park where we have some dinosaurs that I know personally. I know them by their name. This is the guest section that I was talking about. We are adding a seating area here, which I wasn't that satisfied with. I was like, I don't know. In the end, it looks kind of fine, kind of nice, but it's like not my best work. I wanted to have this guest section done, and I was getting really sick at this point when I was recording this, so I really like I don't want to say that I wasn't in the mood, but I was a little exhausted, and I was out of I wouldn't say out of ideas, but I wanted to have this guest section done because it was a guest section that we started like last time. And as I said last time, this park is going to have more guest sections than I'm usually used to, like, because between every single enclosure there has to be some space that the guests can visit, and it's a guest section, and I won't just leave it empty or not decorated in any kind of way. I didn't know what to do with this spiral, so I was just like, let me use rocks, let me use these, let's go and be minimalistic for once. Last time I liked it with the Baryonyx enclosure and Baryonyx like the guest sections around the enclosures, so I was like, why not? And why not use these, whatever they are. The sticks with the shades, I mean, don't really know what their purpose is in the game, but I was like, I haven't used them yet, so let me try. Another small impromptu guest section, and we'll be moving on towards the main enclosure of this build, like the main star of today's build, which will be the city ruins of not of Metriacanthosaurus. It's like the city ruins of Atlantis, and the Metriacanthosaurus now resides in these city ruins. It took over and it ran, like his buddies came and they were like, let's claim this territory. First, I put in the trees because I thought that I would do it, like as a jungle, because, like it's a city ruins, so there should be like a hall or something, and it should be like overtaken by nature. But then I was like, I can't see what I'm doing, so I deleted all these trees, and then I'm gonna end them later. So in here, I was really winging it as I went. I didn't have any like certain a plan. I wouldn't say I didn't have a plan. I did have a plan. I was like, let me try to make a hole or something that would have been resembling of a hole or something like that, like an ancient city vibe. I'm not really sure how else to describe it, but I didn't have any blueprint. I wasn't looking at any ancient city ruins. I wanted it to be mine. I wanted to kind of like use my creativity and use these rocks, and it took me a while to figure out like how to it didn't take me a while, but at first I started putting those rocks one next to each other, and then I figured out that, oh, okay, I can lock them into position and I can do it with the toggle snap bar. And once I figured that out, it was much easier. It was much easier to do. And the Slovak word for today is actually the word for city or for town, and that in Slovak is called mesto. So if you want to impress somebody and you want them to know that you know a little bit of Slovak, you can tell them that city or town in Slovak is called mesto. I'm trying to play with some elevation here because, as I said last time, the elevation is not a big part of this park. And if you have seen my video on the 5 tips to make good sandbox parks, one of those, like the number 2 tip, like based on the importance, is play with the elevation. And this park almost doesn't have any. But it's water based. It's like all by the shoreline, so it's very hard to incorporate elevation here, but I tried to do something a little different. Again, I tried to put in these in this enclosure because I wanted it to feel like ancient city, and in ancient city they would have these fiery pillars, Why they are still on fire after the city has been abandoned for hundreds of years, I don't know. But this is maybe where the little bit of realism comes into play, that this is still a park and that there are still park keepers, zookeepers. I don't know, it might be a little hazardous with the dinosaurs walking around and there's fire among the trees and everywhere, but yeah, let's just play pretend that it's all safe. Now we all have it under control. I'm adding some more rocks, and I added these black rocks as well because I was like, okay, they used the white stones to do the basics of the city, to do the houses, but then we also have these other rocks, right? I don't know, you tell me. And this is the Metriacanthosaurus that we are putting in, and we'll be hopping in the capture mode to see these dinosaurs and to see these enclosures in just a sec. Oh, they're socially interacting. Alright, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Corythosaurus enclosure in real time. Are there any Corythos? Oh yeah, here they are. Again, the skins will be listed in the video description. I chose green again, going with the theme of green and blue. They are very loud, so I will run away. So, just a regular channel enclosure. Here's the guest section that we built during this episode. This is the infamous spiral. And this is the seating area, which, yeah, could have been better, but I was sick. Gotta cut me some slack. I gotta cut myself some slack, I should say. Okay, and to the other side of the Corythos enclosure, we have, oh, here he is. The Metriacanthosaurus, waiting to be named by you. And this is what the enclosure looks like. It feels kind of ancient, right? If that's a word. There's the, oh yeah, there's the rest of them in their nice little ancient enclosure. I was going for a walkway over here somewhere. Yeah, over here, like it was, you know, it's sunk in water after it was abandoned. This one doesn't know what to do. Or do you, buddy? Okay, so if you liked this episode, please give me a like, comment, and share. And if you think that you will continue liking this kind of content, please do consider subscribing, because there are more things coming, more tutorials, more speed builds, and I might dabble into another very similar game. And if you know what's coming out, what came out this week, you will probably guess right. So I'll be excited to do that as well. So anyway, this is my goodbye now. My name is Tommy. Thank you for watching the video, and have a great day. I really need to run because I'm pretty sure that my rice is burning. Bye bye.